Hello and welcome back to the channel. Why did God not want Adam and Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge? To understand why God did not want Adam and Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge, let's read from the book of Genesis chapter 2, 16 through 17. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest eat freely, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. According to Genesis 2:16, the Most High informed Adam that he could eat of every tree of the garden as often as he chose to eat from them. Why? Because they were all good for food. But then, in verse 17, we see the Most High giving Adam another command, not to partake of a particular tree, that tree being the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God said unto Adam, For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. We know that Adam and Eve did not die physically when they did eat from the tree of knowledge, but they surely did die spiritually. So when the Most High said that Adam shall surely die, he was speaking of spiritual death and not physical death. After leaving the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve lived for hundreds of years, and they had many sons and daughters. So why was Adam instructed by God not to eat from that tree, unlike the other trees in the garden? The tree of knowledge was completely different and served another purpose compared to the other trees in the Garden of Eden. The tree of knowledge could have been used as nourishment, but it also contained something else that the other trees didn't. This tree had knowledge, information of what was good, and also of what was evil, wicked, sinful, unlawful, so on and so forth. We must remember that at this point, Adam had no knowledge of evil. He only had knowledge of what was good. Adam was the Son of God. His essence was pure. In fact, Adam was like an innocent child. Back then, he had no knowledge of evil. There was no temptation to do evil. There was no transgression against God. There was no sin or wrongdoing. Unrighteousness and disobedience did not exist at this time. It was complete paradise back then. Adam was made to live forever, to be immortal like the angels. Adam was now created to be subjected to the curse of sin and death. These two curses came through disobedience. The Most High did not create the curse of death. We must understand that the curse of death came into existence through the sin of Adam. When Adam sinned, all the sons of Adam would now fall under that curse. For we were all born in sin and shaped in iniquity. So that sin from Adam is in all of us. And this is why the second Adam, speaking of Christ, had to come to redeem us from that curse we all inherited from our foreparents Adam and Eve. We see God telling Adam not to eat of that tree, because the very first time he eat from it, he would surely die. It would be in Adam's best interest to listen to God, to obey his command. When the serpent beguiled Eve and she ate that forbidden fruit, what happened to her? Eve, for the very first time, received information of what was evil. Her full understanding of both good and evil came into play. Eve eating that fruit changed the course of the world forever. The woman now had knowledge of something that the man Adam had no knowledge of. Now, having this new knowledge of evil, she would convince her husband to go against his God by doing something he instructed Adam not to do. When Eve ate that fruit, Adam was not there with her. The serpent, being cunning, waited until Eve was alone to trick her into eating that fruit which she knew was forbidden by God to eat. The serpent was not able to get Adam to eat that fruit because he knew better. Adam told Eve the command the Most High gave him not to eat of that tree. Eve was not created when that command was given to Adam. So the serpent, being crafty, chose to go through the weaker vessel Eve to get Adam to sin against God. The serpent beguiled her into believing that receiving knowledge of evil was good for her and Adam. So what happened? Eve fell victim to the serpent's trick, and then she gave to her husband Adam to eat, and he did eat. So why did Adam eat the forbidden fruit? Well, he ate it because he loved her, and he wanted to please her. Adam decided to disobey the Most High's commandment because he loved Eve. He loved his wife. After eating that fruit, there was a separation made between Adam, Eve, and the Most High. Their disobedience brought the curse of sin and death into the world, and as a result of Adam's sin, all of mankind is subjected to the spirit of death and the curse of sin. For the wages of sin is death. Nothing good comes through disobedience. When Adam fell through transgression, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Satan now has dominion over this world. He is the prince of the air, the god of this world. He tricked Adam and Eve out of their dominion. So what was in the fruit? Death was in the fruit. And this is why the Most High did not want Adam and Eve to eat from the tree of good and evil. Now that God knew what would have befallen Adam and Eve? Absolutely. The Most High knew even before Adam was made what would have happened. The Most High could have easily removed the tree of knowledge from out of the Garden of Eden, but he chose to let it be there because he wanted Adam and Eve to serve him freely. The Most High gave Adam and Eve free will. He gave them the choice to either obey his command not to eat of that tree or to eat of it and die as a result of disobedience. Now from this, we understand that not all knowledge is good knowledge. There is certain knowledge that God doesn't desire us to have, and it's for our own protection. It's for our own good. We just have to trust in Him and always believe that the Most High knows what's best for us. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share the videos. Be blessed always.